All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Monday! Excited to be back with you guys this morning. Going to be a good day. Hope you all had a great weekend. We're back at it. This morning. Good morning, Elijah, Jonathan, and CoinFox. Hope you guys are doing well. Elijah got your charts this morning on CGIX. Absolutely killing it. Elijah killing the pre-market. CGIX is our leading gap for this morning. We're going to get into it in just a little bit. But guys, before we do that, what's going on today? SPY hitting all-time new highs. So this is awesome to see. SPY 342, all-time high. We are taking off. Taking off this morning. So traders, let's get straight into today. Couple I'm looking at this morning, still from last week, and then a few new ones popping on up this morning. I'm actually currently in a position right now as well, and we're going to get into all that this morning. Jonathan, the bank is taking a little bit too long. Yeah, that's normally what happens. Most people, when they transfer over to CMEG, it normally takes around 3 days, I believe. Around 3 days to wire and get it in CMEG for those funds to settle. I think roughly 3 business days. Brad in the house, man. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Brad, you got QG, what was it? QGEN last week? Pull that up. QFIN. Yeah, QFIN. That was dirty, man. That was awesome. Good little play to end the week. That one actually had a little continuation. I had a leftover position here. Let that one just play around, and I got stopped right here on this break on my leftovers around 12 o'clock on Friday. But that one was a nice little play. Chasing Bass in the house. Good morning to you. Got the full gang in here today. New highs on the SPYs. This is a good day, guys. This is a good day. We have actually fully recovered and breaking out. All right, so that was our trade on Friday, QFIN. The leading gapper on Friday was MTP, in which we called that, guys. We got to figure out how to get shorts on these. We're calling them every single day. MTP was a given, and why was that? MTP, this one, fast move up past 3, hit that magic number, the 320s, and failed. But not only that, this one had recently made a large move as well. So this one was an easy fade out of the gates. Got to figure, I did not have shorts here. Who's got shorts on some of these crazy leading gappers like MTP on Friday? But anyways, let's get into today. What's today's leading gapper this morning? If you guys look up in the top left-hand corner of the screen, gap up watch list, CGIX highlighted yellow right here. Elijah killed this in pre-market this morning, and that's when these leading gappers have been the best time to trade them. It is in pre-market. Would be very careful trading these at the market open. Very careful. CGIX yellow means what? Tiny float. We have 2 million in the float. Volume has nearly traded over 4 times is float. So all the shares have exchanged hands over 4 times. Nearly 8 million shares, over 8 million shares traded on it. 2 million in the float. What's going on here? It's a merger agreement. CGIX, we do 3 types of analysis: trader, technical, fundamental. The fundamentals here is there was a merger agreement. But not only that, the float is essentially news in and of itself, because a lot of chat rooms get excited about that 2 million in float. Because what? The lower the float, the higher the demand, the more traders can come in and push this on up very quickly. Jay in the house got in on Pixie on Friday. PIXY on Friday. Let's see what PIXY. Nice. Yeah, PIXY. Nice little move out of the gate. Nice little move. Nice trade there, Jay. So CGIX, that's kind of the idea here. Is a very low float. 4 times its float rotation. It came out with a merger agreement. It's already up from 290 was its previous close. So the moves, in my opinion, looking at the leading gappers, when market opens, this one's likely going to fade just like the rest of them. But this one, Elijah killed 3 times this morning. Nice trade, man. Nice trade. All right, let's move on to a couple more plays we have been looking at since last week that are still opportunities today. And coin, I do want to get into VXRT as well. I know you just had mentioned that one. All right, WKHS. If you guys were here on Friday, we went over this exactly. I wasn't here for this when this happened, but 1575 was very solid support on WKHS, and we went over that. It was prior resistance. 15. Let's zoom in a little bit. You guys see how 15's always been holding up on WKHS? Let's zoom in a little bit here. All right, 1575 was that resistance when I started channeling between 1575, broke out of that, and then we were watching this on Friday for this to come back down towards that 1575. Well, it did come down, but it really only hit the 1580s, and then turned back around a little bit on here on WKHS. Came down 1580s. I like WKHS. I really do. This one has ops on both sides of it most of the time. We do see this one sell off a lot of the times out of the gates, and then it finds its feet and turns back around. So WKHS, I'll be watching it today again. Let's see if it sells off a little bit, finds its feet up above that 1575 area, which is going to be support, and then starts turning back around. You guys see 1580s. This was on Friday. Look at all these lower shadows. What do lower shadows mean? It means we got a lot of buyers. Buyers absorbing orders down here around the 1580s and causing these lower shadows, meaning there's buyers pushing this thing right back on up. So all these lower shadows around the 1580s, that's going to be good support. So we'll watch that 1580s area on WKHS if this thing sells off at the morning to that area. Alright, I still want to keep Target on watch this morning. TGT. Now, why is that? Look at this resistance we have here. This is day 1, 2, 3. Day 3. And this one's still setting up right at resistance. So we had a very overbought move last Wednesday. We formed resistance at the close of Friday, and then at the open of Thursday, and then also on Friday. It has not been able to break 155.50. Now, I want to take a look at a couple of examples for you guys on this type of setup. There's different variables to it, but I've been recording and screenshotting some of these plays to go over with you guys. Here's an example of this overbought move. Comes up to resistance, comes back down, pops up the next day, hits resistance again. So this is day 2, day 3, it fades. Day 3, it fades. Sometimes, what is this? 1, 2, day 3. Again, 3 overbought days. Goes fast up through $3. That whole dollar hits the 20s, magic number, and then fades the next day. This one's day 3 too. Overbought, opens up, can't break through resistance, fades. And then here's an example of overbought and then opens up and just snaps. So sometimes it just gets overbought, it snaps. Other times it gets overbought for 2 or 3 days. So I like this with TGT. TGT looks very similar to a lot of those plays. We're sitting right up at resistance, 155.50, kind of like a short off of that. Now, if it breaks and holds that area, we play the over-under rule, right? Over-under meaning it breaks and holds. It's sustainable. It's not a fake-out breakout. So let's watch TGT, see what that one's going to be doing this morning as well. So those are some of the plays that we've been keeping on watch. Let's get into some new ones I'm looking at this morning. New ones I'm looking at this morning. HARP, the leading stock on our bear scan watch list. HARP. Bear scan watch list, overbought stocks. All right, let's type in HARP. Now, this one got overbought, and it's already selling off a little bit. A little upset about that. It was around 16 when I last checked. But HARP, this one, overbought on Friday from roughly the $12 area to around $16. This one hit $16.50 on Friday, and we look left of the chart as we always do our technical analysis here, and looking left of the chart, we do see very solid $16.50 resistance. Many lower shadows, upper shadows, way back in here. Upper shadow, 2 upper shadows, then broke, and then turned into support. Tons of support up in here. So, where's it sitting at? This one hit resistance. We see that upper shadow on the daily candlestick yesterday. Now, we are going to have 200-day support around $15. So $15 is probably going to be that kind of target area we need to watch. But 1650s is going to be very tough. Would love to see a pop on HARP at the start of the day to get into it up against 1650s. So that's kind of the area I'm watching this morning on HARP, 1650s. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, BKE 1940s. Yep, I like this one. All right, BKE this morning as well, popping up on our bear scan watch list. This one, it kind of formed what? An ascending triangle. I can draw this out on the daily chart. Stair-stepping, right? Yeah, these are nice little patterns. Nice little patterns. Ascending triangle. You can play these on the long side. Look how easy this would have been. Right off the trend, right off the trend, right off the trend. Well, we got overbought. We got a little overbought on it Friday. Look at this volume that came into it. Above average volume equals above average range. So that's what we're seeing today. This one's coming up to this 200-day, and this is why I trade the over-under rule, right? Because look at this upper shadow. Popped up through the 200-day moving average and then right back down through it. And retraced that entire move. So we do have support around 1820. 1820 is going to be these upper shadows here on BKE. But I like BKE against Friday's high. Friday's high and against this 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average is at 1965, so really could be trading this over under 20-ish. See what's going to do around that 20 area. See if we get another upper shadow and for this thing to start coming back down towards the 1820s. That's kind of the idea on BKE. All right, now there is a stock this morning on the gap down watch list I pulled up that I did like a lot, and I'm actually currently in this right now. SRNE. This one getting a little bit of selling pressure on it. SRNE closed on Friday around $10. Came all the way down to $9. And it's coming down to this like little trend line here that I have drawn out. And look, it looks like it's cracking under it, but that's why we trade the over-under rule. Let's take a look left of the chart here, SRNE. This is what I had drawn out here. Reviewing a couple different charts here. So on the chart, we have these upper shadows way back when. It's going to have it around 920 as its support. You're going to see how it opens on up. I scaled in quite small right now because I really like this 815, 820 support is much, much better on it. So I kind of scaled down quite small on it, understanding that it's got better support down here around 820. I like it fast, very fast. So if it sells off very quickly, that's kind of what I like. It's already oversold, already on the gap down watch list. We get a lot more selling pressure, a lot more panic, a lot more fear on it. That's when I like to size into these a little bit more. SRNE is kind of backside of this very large and overbought move, so we just got to be careful with it if we are going to trade it. Just looking for a little trade on SRNE this morning, though, buying that fear on up. May reduce it and may start again on some panic out of the gates. But I do like that 820-ish support on it. That one's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and look at VXRT. Coin brought that one up this morning. VXRT. What's going on here? Got a trend line drawn here as well. Let's take a look at what that trend line is telling us. That trend line was drawn way back when this thing formed an inverse head and shoulders. And look at this inverse head and shoulders pattern. This was gorgeous way back when. Left shoulder, right shoulder, head, neckline, ended up breaking that. So this was kind of the shoulders. This is the support right here around the 780s where it's at right now. 780s. FDA approves use of plasma for COVID treatment. So vaccine companies are looking a little weak today. Coin pointed out. Appreciate that. Yeah, so VXRT, Coin brought this one up. It's coming right down to support. Let's just see how this one's going to open on up as well. This one's gapping down a little bit. So I do like these. Kind of the gap downs that panic even more. What do? We buy fear. We sell euphoria. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if SRNE panicked under 9. Most of the time these things do sell off under those whole dollar areas. Then we'll take it from there. But that is the watch list this morning, guys. I'm going to go ahead and type these out for you guys real quick. And then we'll get into our trading day. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all, and I'm always happy to help. WKHS 1575 support. TGT. Both TGT and HARP are looking at short sells this morning. SRNE looking for a little panic and then scoop that one all up some more. QFIN, Elijah, looking to short off, risking 1550s. Yeah, I still like QFIN. QFIN. This one's coming on down a little bit too. QFIN. It's going to have really nice support at 1420. Really nice support at 1420, so maybe a nice little profit target area on QFIN. I'd like to see that one pop up out of the gates as well. I may join you there. I may like a little pop out of the gates, risking off of 1550s as well. It's not bad. We do have 1420 as a nice little profit target area. NIO, always making moves. It's the electric car company, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, vehicle battery. All right, NIO, possible rip today. Let's look at the chart there. It's got some decent volume on it. Dang, this thing is stair-stepping. Look at this. Yeah, here's support on it. It's really respecting the support. Support's going to be down at 1375. What is this? 1449 right now. Going to have 1570s resistance. Yeah, 1375 is good support on NIO. If this thing sells off a little bit. SRNE just kind of, I have an entry on SRNE, a starter entry at 918 at the moment. This one may just be a dud, but it's coming down to support. It's kind of backside of the large move. I like these couple different support areas. It's already kind of panicked quite a bit. So I wouldn't mind a little bit more though. Panic under 9. Really fast. Faster the better always. Faster the better. Emotions. Emotions. You want to look for the emotional traders. Panicking and FOMO and into stocks. That's where the money is. Coin, this is your time today. Keep it tight, manage that risk. Absolutely, guys. Let's get it today. It's gonna be an awesome day. Market's up. Market is all-time highs. So excited to share this moment with you guys. And as always, if you guys want these scanners, 30 off in the description below. Love you guys. Hit that like button before we leave. And let's get it today. Keep that risk tight, as Coin said. Understand your risk. At least predefine it. Manage it well. That's what day traders are. We are managers of risk. Gamblers, all they focus on is profit. If you're a trader, you focus on risk management. All right, guys. Love you all. We'll see you first